and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating this contact form in Figma. All right, let's get started. So I already have my image in my Figma file. You can go ahead and check out the description box below for the link to download this image. The text we're going to use is also going to be in the description box below. So let's start with a frame. I'm just going to insert a desktop frame. So I'm going to click on F so that we can select under the desktop options, I'm going to select desktop. And I'm going to just leave the fill and every other thing as it is. Let's just get straight to it. I'm now going to insert a rectangle using R, click, and then we're going to have a rectangle. Let's change the width of this rectangle to 1200 and the height is going to be 760. And I'm just going to bring it here. Next up, let's scroll down. The corner radius of this rectangle for all sides is going to be 50 and we're going to change the fill to 2E, 2E, 1F, 1E. And I'm just going to, that's it for now. Let's insert another rectangle. So I'm just going to click on R, click, and we're going to have another rectangle. Let's change the dimensions of this rectangle. The width of this rectangle is going to be 585 and the height is going to be 730. And I'm just going to bring it here and align it to the center of this rectangle as well. Let's change the corner radius for all sides to 40. Next up, I'm going to double click on this image and now we'll have these options. It's now in vector mode and we can modify this rectangle. I'm going to hold shift down and then it's currently on selection mode. I'm just going to hold it down and then let me see, move it somewhere around here. I don't really have a specific, just move it a little bit to the side so that you have this slanted sort of rectangle at the bottom here. I'm going to click on escape and we should have something like this. Now I'm going to bring in my image and I'm just going to place it over this rectangle and just increase it till it covers the entire rectangle. So currently it's at 5, the width is also 585. That's fine. I'm just going to center it and then I'm going to select just the rectangle behind it and the image, not this brown one. The rectangle we just modified. We're going to go over to selection options and we are going to use intersect and we are going to have this image like this. Next up, let's now start building up the content of our form. I'm going to start with a text. So I'm just going to click on T, then I'm going to go over to my notes. This text is also going to be in the description box below. I'm going to go to my notes, grab it, and then paste. The font is going to be DM Sans Display, DM Serif Display, and I'm going to make the size 48 and the line height is going to be 56. I'm going to bring it, let's say, somewhere around here. Let's change the fill of this. The fill of this text is going to be F6 F1 EB. And I'm going to create a copy of this text so I don't have to change the color. So I'm going to just create another copy of this text box. Now let's modify it again. We're going to change the font of this new text box to Lato. Size is going to be 18 and the line height is going to be 24. Now we have this text we can just reuse to create all of the content for our form. So I'm just going to duplicate this 4 more times so we can have a total of 5. So I'm going to go to my notes. This is going to be full name and I'm going to paste. Next up we have email address. I'm going to copy that paste what's this about. Going to copy, paste. I'm going to select preferred location. I'm going to paste that, and then finally we have your message. I'm going to, since I didn't copy it, I'm going to copy that and paste. You know what? I'm going to create a button, just over here. Let me just bring in the text so we don't have to bring in our text. We just modify it so we can be done with all of that, and we won't have to come back to paste anything. So for now, we're going to leave this text as it is. Or you know what? Let's just get it over with. I'm going to change the size of this text to 14, and I'm also going to change the line height to 20. So I'm just going to go back to the top and then walk from top to bottom. We're going to create a button with this text. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to create a line. So L to create a line, hold shift down, and we'll be able to create a perfectly straight line like this. The width of this line is going to be 340, and I'm going to change the color, the stroke color, to match our text. That's going to be F6 F1 EB. And what I'm going to do is select these two items, and we're going to make the spacing 5. For now, I'm not going to make it a frame. I just want to make sure I have alignment. I want to make sure that I have the same spacing for all of our lines. So what I just did is select all of these items and then go over to alignment and align left. That's what I want to do. Now I'll select this line, hold Alt, and then I'm going to create multiple copies of this line with the exception of your message text. So I'm going to select these two items, make the spacing between them 5. And what I'm going to do is come over to this line. Now you see that they are unequal. I'm just going to hold shift down and then reduce it till it's the same length with this line on this edge on the right. Select these two items, make the spacing 5. Once again, select the line, hold shift, reduce the length. Come over here, select these two, make the spacing 5. Once again, select the line, hold shift, reduce the length. Next up, we're going to need a rectangle. So I'm just going to click on R and I'm going to draw a rectangle. We're going to, let's add a corner radius to this rectangle for all sides, make it 5. We're going to add a stroke and then remove the fill. The stroke color is going to match the line color, which is once again F6 F1 EB. And just like we did with the other one, I'm going to select this two. Spacing is going to be 5, and then I just want to, okay, I feel like there's way too much. Okay, I was right. It felt like way too much space, so there was just an empty space on the edge. I'm going to change this to 5. While this 2 is selected, I'm going to increase the width so it matches the line. Then we're going to change the height of this rectangle to 70, like this. Now I can create my button, and then we're going to space out all of our item. Let's make this a frame using Shift A. The left and right padding we're going to leave as 10, but for the top and bottom padding we're going to make it 5. Let's add a fill for this button. Go over to corner radius, make the corner radius for all sides 5, and then for fill we're going to use the text color, which is F. Once again, I'm just going to type it out, F6 F1 EB. Next up, we're going to double click so we can select the text, and we are going to change the text color. So to get the fill of the color, we're going to use the same brown color. So I'm just going to use my color picker and just select on anywhere. That's the same color we use for the background. We're going to change it to that color. and I'm going to close that. Now we have our text. Let's go back once again from top to bottom and then start creating our frames. I'm going to select these two items and I'm going to make it a frame. So for me, it automatically became align bottom. So if yours isn't align bottom, you can go ahead and change the alignment to align bottom left and select these two. Once again, make it a frame. Make sure the alignment is bottom left frame. And these two, what I'm going to do is come here and I'm just going to make sure that the top of our rectangle is at the bottom of this text box. So when I move it, you should be able to see that red line it's telling us that the bottom and the bottom of our text and the top of our rectangle are aligned. I'm going to select these two and I'm going to make it a group. I'm going to zoom out. Now I'm going to select this frame. This is already a frame. What we're going to do is make another frame. So we have a frame inside another frame. For the padding on the top and bottom, make it 0. I'm going to expand this. For the padding on the where is it? Okay, the padding on the left, make it 120. And I'm just going to go ahead and fix this. First of all, I'm going to extend this frame so it matches on the edge here. And I'm also going to select this one so it matches on this edge. I'm going to select this frame, the one that is the actual button. It's currently set to fill content, and that's why we're having this. I'm going to set it to hug content and it's going to return to its original. It's going to have the proper alignment I want. So now I'm going to select, we're going to use the same spacing for all of these items. So I'm going to select all of these items, including this, and I'm going to make it a frame. And it would seem I have an issue somewhere. I'm going to undo this. Okay, I didn't select one of the items. That was why it was kind of wonky. All right. Once again, hopefully I get this right. I'm going to make it a frame. Let's now change the gap between all items to be 10. Now I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to align all of the contents to the horizontal center here, but between this image and this form, I want the spacing to be 80. And yeah, with that, we are done with the form. If you want to add other elements, I'm just going to select all of it so we can have it as a single item. I'm just going to group it. If you want to modify this, I'll always encourage you to treat all of my videos as blank slates. You can change the color. Say if the theme of your website is pink or blue or whatever color, you can just change the background to reflect it and then change the image to reflect something that works with your website or whatever item you're designing in Figma. But yeah, that is it for this video. Hopefully you learned something new and you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can check out the description box below if you want to watch much longer or much complicated projects for Figma. If you want to create like a mobile website, I have a coffee shop app website in my channel. I also have, website designs I have it for a law firm, restaurant, things like that. So if you want to watch much longer content, you can check out the description box below to see all of that. Anyway, that is it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.